Thank you for the opportunity. For the opportunity. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Today I would like to present tobacco in Indonesia. Before I started, I would like to show you the distance between Turkey and Indonesia. It will be a 12-hour flight, and you can imagine that we should keep our position in the tiny seat of a plane for 12 hours. So this is a golden chance for us to present our country about the addiction, and this is gonna be a prize for us to send the message, share the enthusiasm from you all to our country, inshallah. And this is the outline. We will provide you, the first of all is the background, and the second is situation and condition. The third one is challenges, and the last is our strategies. You know that there are many kinds of addiction. We have drugs, substance, pathological behavior such as gambling, or internet addiction, or sex addiction, or etc. And then Green Crescent in Indonesia is newly born, less than 2 years. Specifically, less than 2 years. The first meeting, Dr. Chatur has attended the first meeting, and then this is the second meeting we attend to this Green Crescent Federation. And then, so we have to narrow our focus. We try to focus our program on smoking cessation program. Because in our country, smoking is a gate for another addiction. You know, just like from our brother from Chinese, from Eastern Turkestan, right? He said that when people gather around in social program, it will be a smoke of cigarette, a pack of cigarette on the table, and then everyone can share anything. In our country, smoking is the best way to start conversation with another. Just imagine that you're in awkward moment in a tram, in a trailway, in a train station maybe, or in a mass transportation. We just sat beside the stranger, and when you try to talk to him, you will offer the cigarette. And you can imagine that every places in Indonesia will start with cigarette, and they try to socialize with anything. And sadly, the emerging of smoking is more younger than we already know. The youngest person who smoke in our country is less than 7 years old. Less than 7 years old. Today research is said about the youngest is 15 years old, but no. We have our clients in 1-2 session about 5 or 7 years old. They start smoking. And then this is the research between 1995 and then 2012. The graphic is not, the line is not too different between years. But this is when we took the presentation to the percentage to the real population. You know that Indonesia is the biggest Muslim country in this world. We have 250 million, and 88% of them are Muslim, and a lot of Muslim in our country is really permissive to smoking. When you put this graphic, when you put this presentation to the real population, there's gonna be a lot of more than 10 million people who smoke every day. And a day, we can spend more than 1 pack. The maximum packs is gonna be 1 or 2 packs. And you can imagine when this habit is done by the children who age 5 or 7 years old. So this is the most issue that we have to fight together. Smoking prevalence rates in Indonesia have increased since 1995, and then for the female smokers there is a 5-fold increase You know that Indonesia holds the Eastern culture that every woman should be treated like a princess, right? And you can imagine when a princess and a family try to smoke, there will be a stigma. There will be a stigmatized for that woman. But actually, the culture is getting more fade out when the women in our country is not treated like a woman, not treated like a princess anymore. They can they can present their self, and every man in our country do this. What is it? We usually do this. Nah, to a woman. That for late days, it really permissible, and we our country more get permissive on that, and for the reaction, every woman in our country try to show that they are strong than a man, so they should do the habit of the man. So they try to smoke for make the image of the woman get stronger than a man. That's what make the only less than 20 years there is a 5-fold increase in female smoker. And then for youth smokers, there are 6 from 10 youth less than 15 years who get smoke in public places. And then there are 34.8%, and as many as 70% of men in Indonesia are smokers. And passive smokers, also we have the concern of these issues. It's about, we only have the data about the adults, yes. About 51.3% adults exposed to cigarette smoke at work, and then 68.8% adults exposed to tobacco smoke outside the home. And then the challenges is Indonesia has not signed the FCTC. So we can see in our country there are a lot of cigarette advertising. You know, one school in area, they will be surrounded by few advertising. The few Megatron. You know, the Megatron is a big screen that show the a lot of kind of advertising, and the target is the school. The target is student at that school, the secondary school and high school. And the advertising is not directly to sell or to show that someone has to smoke. No, they are promoting lifestyle for youth. Even they give scholarship. Can you imagine that a student, when they try to get to university, the high school student will be screened. The best student, the smart one, will be granted the scholarship, and the smart one will be the receiver of the scholarship, and he or she will be the role model for another children that you are the smartest person, you are the smartest person among us. You get scholarship from a cigarette company. You can imagine that. And the third one is Indonesia is the largest island country, and we have 13,000 islands, but only 6,000 are named. So many cultures and subcultures. So if you have a lot of money, you can buy one of our island in our country. Okay. Okay. Yes, you can occupy one. You just pay with a lot of money, and you have your island with your name, maybe. And then the balloon effect is when we partially ban the advertising, such as we have the rule that the cigarette company cannot show their advertising below the below the 9 o'clock at the night. But after 9 o'clock at the night, 9:30 o'clock at the night, they just give a lot of advertising in every minute, in every good movies. You know that some blockbuster movies will be showed, will be become the TV shows, and then every few minutes, the cigarette company will be show their advertising, and the advertising is not directly show the how to smoke well or how you should buy the smoke. No, yeah, they're promoting the lifestyle. So this is we call balloon effect when we try to partially ban. So the other one will be emerging with the more creative solution. And then the lifestyle of youth. This is three. There are three three field of promotion. The one is sports, and the second is music, and the third one is film. Okay, the advertising is prohibited in our TV shows, but in movies, in theater, the cigarette company is a lot of advertising there. And then the music shows, because in 1989, music is the language, source, ideas, and trends of young people. And until now, so many music events that promoted by cigarette company. And then this is Indonesia. I give the map in Arabic. Maybe you know. This is less than 6,000 islands that be named. You can buy a little one maybe and give it your name. And then we are the largest island country, and the center of Green Crescent in Indonesia located in Java Island here. Java Island is the center of the Indonesia. Okay, our strategies. This is the strategies that suggested to us: empower, monitor, protect, cover, warn, enforce, and protect. But we specify our strategies become two. The first one is advocacy, and the second is innovation. The first strategies is advocacy. We gonna collaborating with another NGOs, foundation, and social movement, and government institutions to maximize data gathering, data processing, and optimizing campaign strategies. Our NGOs and movement partners, this is the three first of NGO that we have already discussed about the future cooperation or collaboration. And then this is advocacy that we promote the rehabilitation center. One of our facility, they give permission to us to use their hospital as a partner for rehabilitation center. And this is the western part of Indonesia. Okay. And this is the another rehabilitation center located in the center of Indonesia. As you can see, this is the western part of Indonesia, and then this is the center part of Indonesia. And then we do the visitation and cooperation with university members. Last year, this is the last year. And then this is the eastern part of Indonesia. We do the training for trainers. Actually, this is for primary healthcare staff. Okay. And then our second strategy is innovation. We're using mobile application and social media movement. Our main target is millennials. Millennials is they who born after year 2000. And then the main function are maximum outreach. You know that Indonesia is the largest island country. And then maximum impact as a lifestyle movement among youth. This will be a little bit contradictory with the previous presentation about internet addiction. So we try to, use the positive addiction maybe. Positive addiction using the mobile application and social media mobile movement to promote a healthy lifestyle for the youth. As you can see that youngsters is really familiar with the gadgets and social media. So we're gonna use that application, we're gonna use that social media movement as a lifestyle, as a new lifestyle for youngsters. And then minimum costs on healthcare staffs and office needs, and then optimum effort on development and maintenance, of course. Okay, thank you. Yes. Of course, this is the new wave of our approach to solve the addiction, especially in tobacco. And then I will skip this. The most important is we will use the geolocation for the volunteers. And then this is our pilot project. We have developed this application and then this website. We integrated with another, we collaboration with another foundation and institution. And this is the mobile apps. And next year, we target for next year, these mobile apps will be available for all of you, for all of country. Yes, you can take it freely. Of course, we will develop it first in Indonesia, in Bahasa, in our language. And then we move to English, and then maybe we translate it to Turkish. And we hopefully next year. Yes, yes. And hopefully next year this application will be available for all country in Green Crescent Society. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Together we are strong. Again, together we are strong. Just like a motivation, right?